And the last match in that half is between Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ali Carter, and as you can see, they're down to a deciding frame. Carter led 4-2 here, but O'Sullivan has forced the decider, so Ali Carter under pressure as he gets frame 9 underway. He had chances in the previous 2 frames, but it was O'Sullivan who won them, so now it's all down to this one. I'm David Hendon. Neil Folds alongside me. Toss of a coin really, but you'd have to say, Neil, O'Sullivan favourite.
Got to be favourite, having come back into the match in the way he has. It's been actually a very entertaining match to watch. 2 attacking players in full flight. I think you're right. I think the momentum is with Ronnie, despite that pretty wayward looking shot there. Ronnie had a bit of a wild slash at that one. Sometimes you doubt Ronnie's commitment, but I think in this match he has, played pretty well and shown a real desire to win it. It's half the battle, isn't it, with Ronnie? First chance to Ali then.
1.
Yes, he's played well in the match, Carter. He had a break of 100 in the 3rd frame and one of 92 in the 6th frame. That made it 4-2. Had chances to win the next, but missed the green along the baulk cushion, and O'Sullivan eventually won that frame. And O'Sullivan made a very good 53 clearance in the 8th frame to make it 4-4. As I said at the start, deciding frame's often the toss of a coin, but Carter has had chances to win the match before now. You feel he has to make a good contribution at the start of the decider.
Yes, and when you miss your chances in earlier frames, it just makes things a bit more difficult. It's very hard to forget when you should have clinched a match, but you're still out there playing. Certainly can play on your mind. The good players, I guess, just clear out all the rubbish that's gone before and just think about each particular frame.
8.
Just one loose red, he'll be eyeing up a chance to go into the pack pretty soon, whether it's now or after he's taken the open red or not. Looks like he's just going to play on the loose one here. But he has played well and coming nicely to the boil
12.
in time for Sheffield, where as a seeded player he is straight through to the Crucible. First time in the top 16, has already been mentioned. Bit straight, isn't he? That's disappointing. What he wants is to have an angle so he can crash into the pack from this, but it just looks like it's, if not straight, close enough to being straight so that he can't do a lot with the cue ball. Playing with topspin, force. Well, it's a great effort, and that is unlucky. It was a great effort, that, given that the shot before wasn't right.
Yes, touching.
And it's a touching ball, so chance to play away at 18 points. Not quite enough really in this stage.
Ali Carter, 18.
This is the 6th meeting between Ali Carter and Ronnie O'Sullivan, and O'Sullivan's won the first 5, including their last meeting at the Wembley Masters in January. That was 6-1 to the man from Chigwell. Played in the China Open 5 years ago, first round, and that was 5-4 to O'Sullivan. That was in Shanghai. We're now in Beijing, of course.
Well, that was a pretty loose shot there from Ronnie, and I think the face tells the story. It's a good kiss, and that is not bad at all, actually. Nice angle on the brown, taking him up towards the reds. Whether Ronnie wins or loses this match, and he needs to tighten up his game, I think, in time for Sheffield. There's been 1 or 2 loose shots already in this frame. Well, Well, he certainly didn't play to hit that red. Probably tried to nudge into the pack, but just got into the cue ball too much. So that looks to be end of break. The red along the cushion into the right corners. Too risky, really, at this stage. It's all about trying to keep your opponent pretty safe. You'll be fully aware that Ronnie has had a bit of a wild slash at 1 or 2 already in this frame, and he may be looking to do the same again. So it's certainly in Ali's interest to keep the frame very tight. Well, that's 3 shots in a row from Ronnie, which haven't been anywhere near his best. That time hitting the blue, but a bit fortunate. The luck has been with him a bit, I think, so far in this deciding frame. Half-ball cannon on the blue, and somehow the cue ball's finished on the vault cushion. Now then, Ronnie taking on a dangerous red left corner. Played onto the black, which would have opened up the frame. But I think there's a red to the right centre here. Just a question of what kind of an angle he has on that red. The left one of the two he'll be interested in, the two close together below the pink. Into the right centre.
Well, all you ask for in a deciding frame is a chance, and Carter's had 3 in this decider. As you see, he misses that red. You've got to wonder, the way O'Sullivan played in the last frame to clear up, whether he'll get another.
Bit unlucky to leave it over the other pocket, I think. Hit both jaws of the right-hand centre pocket. Now, Ronnie, with this red, he's going to have to play a very good positional shot to get onto a colour. Pink is awkward. Black can be got on, but got to be inch perfect positionally. Well, this looks tremendous. No, that is inch perfect. What a shot. Real key shot there he's taken on. He's on the black perfectly, would you believe it? Now he's nudged the red up the table a bit. The black pots to the right corner. He's in business here. Well, it does. Quite amazing.
Yes, he's got a good record in deciders, O'Sullivan. He's a very good pressure player, very good at closing out matches, and as you see, what a great chance this is to do just that here. Could well have lost 5-2, could well have lost 5-3. He's certainly not hanging around, Neil, is he?
No, he's not, and he's also taken an important red away from the black, which means it'll pot into both corners after this one goes down. Yeah, but has got to get his skates on, our referee. If he's still spotting the ball when Ronnie plays a shot, it's actually a foul. That's why Ronnie seems to hesitate until the ball is replaced. Dangerous game to be playing, but Ronnie seems to thrive on it almost.
41.
And, well, this Beijing audience are absolutely loving this. Well, it's meant to be a pressure situation in the last frame, but Ronnie, it's almost like he's in his local club having a little knock.
Yes, you wouldn't know it was a decider, would you? Of course, Ding Junhui losing yesterday was a big blow to the local supporters, but this man is so entertaining, he'll pack them in as long as he remains in the tournament. One more red required. Cannons the pink away from that one, so this now effectively for the match.
55.
Well, it was a good reply. Well, that black would have made absolutely sure, so Ali Carter needs 2 snookers if he is to clinch a quarter-final place.
Quiet now, please.
Difficult to get one snooker, let alone two. He's not happy with his shot, is he? Changed his mind 2 or 3 times on the shot. Probably can't believe just how quickly this frame has changed. A very quick break from Ronnie. And what a pot.
Yes, that's surely it now. No way back from here for Ali Carter. He'll be disappointed because he played really well to go 4-2 up, but he just couldn't shake O'Sullivan off, and it is Ronnie O'Sullivan who goes through to the China Open quarter-finals. Well, he looked down and out when he was 4-2 down. In fact, he was a ball from defeat, but Ronnie O'Sullivan has produced a tremendous comeback. He beats Ali Carter by 5 frames to 4.